Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
Welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and
sex.
And today's topic is women who do not respect their husband.
Yeah, it's a biggie.
And
it's a huge pet peeve of mine.
And there's certain phrases that Bunny pointed out to me when we would be talking to married friends that keyed me in, because as a guy, we're just talking. But the wife is communicating all kinds of sub-communication through her choice of words and how she presents things. And let's use the key phrases that you pointed out to me.
So when a woman, the key phrase is that everything is mine. So my children, my house, my couch, my business, my refrigerator, my kitchen, my bedroom, my yard, my trampoline, my family, any of these things, like literally everything under the sun is mine. Not our children, our home, our bedroom, our living room, our Christmas tree, our car, our pool. It's all my pool, my church, my you name it. It's a huge signal that she does not respect her husband, their marriage, or his contribution to said marriage.
How often do you see this?
I see it rarely, but when you see it, it's
Glaring.
incredibly glaring.
Yeah.
I've seen it, I would say in 3 women hardcore, like full on.
Yeah.
Like just like I just described, as hardcore as it, like that they never have ever said or anything.
Yeah.
And they have a seemingly happy-ish marriage.
But it's not about him at all.
But nothing has to do with him at all. My wedding, name it.
Yeah.
All of it.
That's interesting. So where does this come from? A self-centeredness?
A self-centeredness.
Right.
Just she is the center of her universe.
Right.
Instead of him being the center of her universe. This is a big deal. I mean, this is a big factor from a respect standpoint within any kind of relationships, men-woman relationships, but especially once you reach a marriage status. But I think that, I've shared before, I think that women should, give the indicators of what make them great marriage material. So they do need to take on a lot of those wifely habits even before they're married or even engaged, because you have to prime the pump a little bit and give him a reason to marry you.
Right.
But it's a big glaring problem that makes me completely lose respect, number one, for the man right away.
But do you think he's even aware?
That he has no say in his own life? Yeah, I think so. I would hope so. I think that, and I don't know if it comes on naturally, like slowly, or
she's always been that way.
She's just always been that way, and he was pussy whipped. I think that is probably, that's probably how it happens.
Well, and what I always try to convey is, in this realm of, if you're listening to this, you're probably in the top 1% of men.
Yes.
Most men are very happy just to be getting regular sex.
Yeah, good point.
They will put up with the most horrendous shit on a daily, hourly basis to maintain the status quo and regular sex from a woman who is not obese and pleasant enough to be around most of the time.
That's a good point.
There's a lot of get along so he doesn't lose his ass in divorce court,
Right.
And he's getting regular sex relatively.
Yeah, that's a good point.
For a lot of guys, they're just I can't imagine being back out. Because they took such a beating as single men.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, or they know, I mean, they know, because these kinds of women are also not shy to tell them what they would get in a split.
Sure.
Or
not yet.
Or, you know, whatever.
The price they would pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, truly.
Yeah.
These are not women who mince words in arguments.
No.
They will go full on nuclear.
Yeah.
It's just, it's very hard to see as a woman who prides herself on respecting the relationships and respecting, you know, the man as the head of the household and taking pride in the feminine side of things. It's a very masculine trait for everything to be mine.
And almost would you say any of these girls stay at home?
No.
They're all workers. They're all career girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all professionals.
Yes. Yeah. That's a kicker.
Yeah.
Again, we've talked about this, like the difference between career girls, you know, and they are almost on equal standing professionally with their husbands, and girls that are stay at home and his mom lives across the street.
Right.
And her best friend is his sister.
Yeah.
And all their kids play together every day. You know, I mean, these are different worlds.
It's true.
You know?
It's true. And I'm sure there are some stay-at-homes that kind of have this mindset a little bit, but I think that's more because maybe he travels. Maybe he's gone a lot.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's in the military.
Woo!
And she feels like truly it is all on her sometimes.
And he knows that.
Yeah.
I mean, when men are deployed, they're truly gone for a year.
Yeah.
6 months, a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
So maybe in some of those
instances.
Yeah, thank you. You know, she feels that there's a stay-at-home situation where she's kind of mine.
Because she probably did have to find the house.
True.
And did have to arrange the move.
True.
And did have to take care of all the kids.
But the bottom line is, if you hear this in your buddies' wives, if your wife does this, if you're not married yet, but you have a significant other who because girls who are into you, they'll join you real quick. We're going to go home.
Huh?
We're going to, she'll start playing with, you've mentioned this, she'll start playing with your last name and hers. She'll give all kinds of indicators that she wants to be a part of your world. Yeah. A girl who keeps everything separate has no indication, has no interest.
One foot out the door.
Yeah, she always has one foot out the door.
Yeah.
Even if she's married with a family.
Oh, yeah.
With you.
Yeah, they're always looking, they're always guarded. They're always looking for, they may have been raised by moms that are very much like, you need your own money.
Yeah.
Because their mom, and these are stay-at-home moms too.
Right.
That will tell you need to have your own money and your own job. Because even though they had a fantastic lifestyle.
Right.
It's always greener on the other side.
Sure.
You know.
Exactly.
We know it's just,
Get your education. My biggest regret was that I didn't get my education so I could have my own money and all that bullshit.
And it's all overrated.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I'd rather not work. Could we just talk about that real quick?
Not on this thing. In fact, you probably need to go to bed.
Yeah, because you've got to get up early and work.
You got to get up early.
Anyway, these are the indicators that we want you to be aware of, because we want you to be in relationships where you are always respected as the man of the relationship, as the leader of the relationship, and just because it attracts a certain kind of female too.
Yeah. And it's a key phrase. Once Bunny kind of like mentioned it to me.
Yeah.
That she said, did you hear that? And I'm like, oh, now I hear it.
Yeah.
When the girls say, I'm going to go to my house or, my car, my kids.
Yeah.
And he's very married and he's putting his paycheck in the bank.
Oh, yeah.
But
apparently he doesn't have anything.
No, it's all on her.
It's all hers.
Yeah,
it's all on him to pay for, but it's all on her for ownership. It's very strange. It's sad and it's strange.
And if you're married or you have girlfriends and they hang with these girls, you need to probably be very conscious or minimize their time with them.
Yeah. Just like girls' night outs, you don't need to allow, for lack of a better way to put it, these kinds of women to interact with your kind of woman.
They don't like seeing happy, submissive, happy stay-at-home, or women that are very much a team player.
Yeah.
They will throw a wrench into that as fast as they can.
It's true. It's sad.
Be conscious of who your girls are around.
Yeah.
All right.
It goes a long way. If you like this, please like, subscribe, hit the like button, and comment below. We love to hear your stories. If you've seen this in your life, if you've once been in a relationship with someone who was like this, or if your buddy's got some cunt of a wife that you're like, oh yeah, she's horrible. She does this shit all the time.
Yeah.
If you like this also, remember that Fort Worth Playboy has an awesome newsletter linked down below. He will email you a couple of times a week with good deep dive kind of topics. So it is definitely worth your time, and it's free to subscribe. We appreciate you, and we want you to win. Bye!